I have 2 boys in the church now that I did not report it to because it had all stopped and they were serving Jesus, and I found out about it way later, and I know according to ministerial confidentiality.
You don't have to. And I guess that I hadn't told anybody because I don't remember.
How old?
2? I'm guessing 2 because it was 10. He never had intercourse with me, but he tore me up down there. I remember hurting to pee. Yes.
Okay.
Made me watch porn.
Well, that was major.
Oh, yeah. And I told Carol Reynolds when I was 15, he was still alive, because he had told me some lie. He had raped my dad's twin sister. Yeah, he had a history of this.
Was he a
stepfather?
Okay.
Messed my aunt up pretty bad. I opened up to Carol Reynolds about it, and she told me at the time not to tell my parents. They weren't living up here yet. It was the summer. It was a youth seminar. I opened up to her, and I stayed, and I ended up moving up for school.
Okay.
So, again, I always wondered, why didn't she...
Let me tell you, most times, the man will deny it and make you out to be
yeah, I know that now.
And if it would go to the court, you would be the one. I know one right now that is an older youth that told me when somebody was here that's not here. As a matter of fact, the person was from Brazil, did some indecent liberties with him. And I asked him, I said, you want me to go report it? I'll report it to the police. And he said no, because it would smear his name. And they'd never find him because nobody knows where he is. He's in Brazil somewhere. So
it wouldn't do any good in that case.
It wouldn't do any good because he was back in Brazil. But yes, I will report you if you ever come, around here again, because I will not allow it. But let me tell you one thing that happened here that grieved me. There was a police officer that used to be in our church, Reva Cook. Do you remember her? She was a deputy sheriff.
Reva? How long ago was that?
I think she had left before you, Kenny.
Yeah, because I don't...
We were up at 221.
Oh, yeah, that was before my time.
Went to Evangel because they were able to go as traveling missionaries. Her husband was. So she didn't follow us here. So she was pretty much over youth and things like that with the sheriff's department. So we had an older boy that indecent liberties with his younger brother. I called her. I didn't want to go straight through the sheriff's department. I called her, brought her here, let her meet with the older boy. She told him, you cannot do that. Da-da-da. Then, when the Inside Edition came in here, and different attacks started, and his mother was never... There was a mother with 2 boys, and they had a stepdad that lived somewhere else. He's since then moved back to the county. They're all in the county. She comes in. He calls her and says he wants to leave the church, and she pulls him out. Pulls him out. And then when I sent word to her, what about so and so and such, what he did? She said, "Oh, boys will be boys." This is the sheriff's department.
How old were they?
I think he was like 12 and his brother was like... It was a 4-year difference.
8. In the state of North Carolina.
To me, boys will be boys.
See, that's disgusting.
She put the fear of God in him when she first came down here and met. I did not want her to take him to jail. I didn't want anything like that to happen to him. But I knew to clear myself as a pastor, because right now in Tulsa,